Okay, so this outcome is all about electric and magnetic fields. So I guess we'll start off with electric fields. Electric fields provide a region where charged objects will undergo a force. So, if you know the electric field, you can predict the force that an object will experience if it is dropped there. And all electric fields have electric field lines, which push away from the positive point charge, but they travel towards a negative point charge. So basically, the field lines start on the positive and end on the negative. Now, that's just a little bit about electric fields. So if we start talking about magnetic fields, all of them have a north and a south pole. And their field lines normally point from the north to the south. And like poles will repel each other, and different poles will attract each other. So if you have two norths, they'll repel each other. If you have a north and a south, they'll want to come together, so they'll attract each other. And lots of things have magnetic fields, like of course the Earth has a magnetic field. And the Earth's magnetic field traps particles that are emitted by the sun, which we call solar wind. They're particles that come from the sun, they're flying around, and if they hit the ozone layer, they'll deteriorate them. So the Earth's magnetic fields protect the Earth from the solar wind, and it also protects it from the sun because the sun has lots of energy. And there's a little bit of a difference between magnetic and electric fields when they do work. So when a particle enters the field, the force is perpendicular to the magnetic field, but it is always parallel or anti-parallel to the electric fields. And if we're going to talk about electric fields first again, electric fields can do work. So the displacement of the particle is in the same direction as the electric force, and the particle may change speed and direction. So electric fields can do work, but on the other hand, magnetic fields cannot do work. The displacement of the particle is always perpendicular to the magnetic force, but the speed of the particle is constant, even though the direction changes. So basically, the magnetic field can't do work, but electric fields can. So that's a little bit of a brief description of what an electric field and what a magnetic field is, and a little bit of how they interact with doing work and things.